Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's attraction is absolutely to die for. Don't mind the screaming, it only hurts the first time. Welcome to the Carnival of Catastrophic Dreams, where the shadows come alive and the floorboards breathe. We've got freaks in formal wear and monsters in disguise, and a ringmaster grinning with 24 eyes. The ghosts are gossiping in pale moonlight. The clowns are carving Jacko smiles too wide. Take a ticket, take a risk, take a peek behind the scenes. You'll never look at fun the same once you've seen our machine. Step inside, don't be shy. What's the worst thing that could happen tonight? Famous last words. In the Carnival of Catastrophe, where nightmares swing from the rafters, we dance with doom, we sip disaster, laughing louder after. Come play a game of tragedy where every prize is cursed. In the Carnival of Catastrophe, you'll love it for the worse. Our fortune teller's got a skull for a face, but she'll smile real nice as she seals your fate. The carousel spins with a screeching shriek, every horse made of bone from the missing last week. Bearded ladies got fangs and claws, the acrobat defies every natural law. And if you hear the puppets laugh behind the velvet curtain, don't look back unless you're feeling particularly certain. Step inside, don't be shy. We've been waiting for a victim your size. Oops. Pardon me, visitor. Slip of the tongue. In the Carnival of Catastrophe, where nightmares swing from the rafters, we dance with doom, we sip disaster, laughing louder after. Come play a game of tragedy where every prize is cursed. In the Carnival of Catastrophe, you'll love it for the worst. Now gather round the center stage, where the freaks parade in a gruesome haze. The sawdust soaked in crimson stains, the spotlight flickers like a dying vein. A hush falls down, the curtain parts, the main event is about to start. And guess who's starring in tonight's finale? Go on, take a bow. It's you. In the Carnival of Catastrophe, where nightmares swing from the rafters, we dance with doom, we sip disaster, laughing louder after. So sign your soul and stay a while, we promise it won't hurt much. In the Carnival of Catastrophe, you'll fit right in with us. In the Carnival of Catastrophe, fit right in with us. Thanks for visiting. Come again soon. If you ever claw your way out. Quiet now. The doctor is in, and he's dying to meet you. Down in the cellar where the lanterns rot, there's a surgeon stitching secrets into things he forgot. Cobweb tables lined with fingers and keys, and a heart that beats politely when he tells it please. Scalpels glimmer with a tremor of grace as he hums a little hymn while he rearranges your face. Oh, he works with such devotion, never skipping a beat. Just a whisper of a lullaby as he carves you neat. Every master breeze begins with a scream. Every waltz starts slow. Just follow the rhythm of the cutting below. Welcome to the Anatomist waltz, where the dead don't rest and the living halt. He'll twirl your bones with surgical precision, craft the nightmare from his vision. There's beauty in every fall. Step light in the Anatomist waltz. In a cabinet of horrors built from sinew and thread, hang a dozen patient portraits that were once the living dead. Each smile sewn wider than a crescent moon, each throat humming softly like a funeral tune. He speaks to his creations like a doting old friend, promising each that their pain will end. Though it never does and never will, but he keeps them dancing deathly still. Let the scalpel sing, let your heartbeat crawl. Welcome to the Anatomist waltz, where the dead don't rest and the living halt. He'll twirl your bones with surgical precision, craft a nightmare from his vision. There's beauty in every fall. Step light in the Anatomist waltz. Now don't struggle, he's perfecting your design. One slice for sorrow, two cuts for time. A stitch for every secret you never meant to share, and a mask of borrowed faces, so no one knows you're there. Welcome to the Anatomist waltz, where the bones all click in a somber halt. A grisly dance of cold revision, a silhouette in dead precision. Your final breath exalts in the endless Anatomist's waltz. He's framing you on the wall. Hold still forever. Forever. Welcome, wanderer. You've stepped into a place where stories never end. They simply swallow their readers whole. Past the cobwebbed archway where the lanterns never glow, there's a library forgotten by the living long ago. Dusty tomes whisper secrets with a voice like broken glass. Every page a hungry mouth that waits for you to pass. Candles burn to stubs drip red like fingertips, while shadows crawl like spiders from apocalypse scripts. There's a quill of rotten feathers dipped in midnight's darkest shade, writing names of all the wanderers it lured and unmade. Take a book from the shelf, it takes a piece of yourself. Every tale is a trap, but you still open the clasp. Welcome to the library of the lost, where the ink runs cold and the spirits haunt. Turn the page and seal your fate. The words decide if you escape. Every tale demands a cost inside the library of the lost. stitched up grin. His glasses cracked from the madness within. He speaks in riddles, dripping venom and dust. Choose wisely, dear traveler, or choose to combust. He guides you to a volume bound in pale human skin. Its title shifts and rides like something begging to be let in. You feel a tug upon your soul as the cover starts to creak, and a whisper from the shadow softly hisses, read. Take a book from the shelf. It takes a piece of yourself. The story tightens like a noose, yet still you cannot refuse. Welcome to the library of the lost, where the ink runs cold and the spirits haunt. Turn the page and seal your fate. The words decide if you escape. Every tale demands a cost inside the library of the lost. The books begin to tremble, the shelves begin to shake, and every trapped protagonist is suddenly awake. Their hands reach from the margins, their eyes bleed through the text. You are the latest story, and your chapter is next. Welcome to the library of the lost, where the books breathe deep and the readers rot. The story hungers, you're the bait. Your fate's been filed beneath too late. Another soul forever caught inside the library of the talking in the library ever. If the door opens on its own, don't thank the wind. It's been dead for years. Crooked hill, the Hallowell house waits silent and live for night to rouse. His windows blink like hollowed eyes, watching every soul that passes by. The wallpaper peels like dried up skin. The floorboards creak as they breathe you in, and deep inside its rotting frame, something whispers softly, calling your name. You feel the air grow cold and tight. A phantom finger brushes light, but don't turn around, it hates being seen. Welcome to Hallowell House, where the ghosts don't drift, they prowl. Every shadow's got a face, every face wants you to stay. Once you walk past the broken gate, your soul becomes a dinner plate. No one leaves by word of vow from the haunting of Hallowell House. A mirror cracked from end to end reflects a figure not your friend. A silhouette with twisted limbs, smiling with your stolen grin. The staircase moans beneath your tread as unseen hands caress your head, and down the hall a child's laugh splinters into a grief-born gasp. The candles burn with blackened flame, whispering each intruder's name. it's yours, lucky you. Welcome to Hallowell House, where the ghosts don't drift, they prowl. Every shadow's got a face, every face wants you to stay. Once you walk past the broken gate, your soul becomes their dinner plate. No one leaves by word or foul from the haunting of Hallowell House. The doors slam shut, the shutters shake. The house decides the choice you make. It pulls you deeper into gloom. Another tenant for its rooms. The portraits tilt their heads to stare, their eyes alive with grim despair. They whisper, welcome home at last. And then the lights go out. Welcome to Hallowell House, where the walls themselves cry out. Every heartbeat echoes loud. A dinner bell for the dead crowd. The spirits chant, the rafters bow. You join them all, a ghost by vow. Forever trapped, forever bound to the haunting of Hallowell House. Don't worry, you'll get used to the dark. Don't worry, you'll get used to the dark. They say he only comes out when the fog rolls in thick as thieves. Funny thing is, the fog never really leaves. Down on Blackthorn Lane, where the lanterns spread, where the cobblestones remember every footstep of the dead. There walks a little butcher with a smile carved too thin, dragging something wrapped in canvas as he softly hums again. He's whistling a waltz that no sane man would know, a lullaby he learned from the shadows long ago. And every night he wanders through the smoky silent rain. Another soul goes missing on Blackthorn Lane. Footsteps echo, yours or his. You can never tell where the butcher is. Beware the butcher of Blackthorn Lane. He's the maestro of your pain. With a sawdust grin and a crimson stain, you'll never be seen again. He carves his name in bone and vein. Beware the butcher of Blackthorn Lane. The townsfolk whisper secrets that they never speak aloud, of the butcher's midnight dealings with the things beneath the ground. Some say he sold his shadow for a lifetime's worth of knives. Others claim he carved his heart out just to watch it come alive. His apron drips in stories no one dares to understand. He counts his victims carefully with each twitch of his hand. And if you hear his humming cut across the freezing rain, just pray the fog takes you before the butcher does again. Hold your breath, don't turn around. He's already there without a sound. Beware the butcher of Blackthorn Lane. He's the maestro of your pain. With a sawdust grin and a crimson stain, you'll never be seen again. He carves his name in bone and vein. Beware the butcher of Blackthorn Lane.
sharpens every memory like knives upon a wheel. He hums a little funeral tune with every life he steals. Lean closer now, he wants to show the art he makes from those below. Beware the butcher of Blackthorn Lane, where every scream becomes a refrain. He'll slice your fate with practice grace, then wear your shadow for your face. No lantern, prayer, or lock can say those caught alone on Blackthorn Lane. If the fog starts singing, run. But know it's far too late.
Dear guests, we raise the dead, for love is patient, and death never lets go. In a parlor lined with velvet red, we set the table for the dead. A crystal glass, a wilted rose, a ring reclaimed from decomposed. The candles drip like grieving eyes, a phonograph croons lullabies, and every heart once torn apart begins to beat again. In the dark, we summon ghosts with trembling hands, a kiss for bones beneath the sand. Hold your breath, the lovers rise. Welcome to the Séance of St. Valentine, where devotion rots but still shines. We dance with the dead by candlelight, love and tragedy intertwined. Two hearts bound past space and time, at the Séance of St. Valentine. Her phantom lips are cold as graves, yet burn like saints the heavens gave. She whispers through a shattered jaw, I kept our vows beyond the law. Her fingers drag across your scars, she stitched your fate with spectral yarn, and every sigh a vow renewed, till worms stop feasting on what's left of you. The table shakes, the room grows blind, the afterlife rewinds the mind. You're hers again, forever signed. Welcome to the Séance of St. Valentine, where devotion rots but still shines. We dance with the dead by candlelight, love and tragedy intertwined. Two hearts bound past space and time, at the Séance of St. Valentine. Her ribs unfold like ivory wings, she pulls you close, the abyss sings. With every pulse your body fades, a bridegroom claimed by masquerade. The guests applaud, the spirits cry, a wedding sealed beyond goodbye, a toast to love that never dies, though you might. Welcome to the Séance of St. Valentine, where graves give back what once was mine. You pledge your soul with trembling breath, she holds you tight in life and death, till grave and groom forever twine. At the Séance of St. Valentine. it only digs deeper.
If you see a lantern swinging where no traveler should be, turn around. If you don't, you walk with him forever.
Down by the river where the cattails sway, there's a figure dressed in shadowed gray. His lantern glows like a dying moon, and he hums a ghost-born shackle tune. His boots make no sound on frozen grass. His breath is fog made of shattered glass. And if he calls your name tonight, your footsteps follow though you fight. He never runs, he never shouts. He simply waits till hope runs out. Beware the Lantern King, he'll take you where no dawn can sing. Through crooked trees and hollow ground, where souls like autumn leaves are found. The darkness moves at his command. Don't take that pale, outstretched hand. He trays and wishes whispered low for things you lost so long ago. A voice you loved, a face you miss. The price is deeper than abyss. He'll guide you past the dreaming reeds, past memories that rot and bleed. A path of bones beneath your feet, each one a promise he will keep. He lights the way, he seals your fate. Regret arrives, but far too late. Beware the Lantern King, he'll take you where no dancing. Through crooked ditch round no ground, where souls like autumn leaves are found. The darkness moves at his command. Don't take that pale, outstretched hand. Some say he was the first to fall, a pilgrim searching worlds beyond. Others claim he made a bargain with the dark, no soul should dawn. He walks between the dead and waking, guiding hearts already breaking. Every step behind his glow leads to where no living goes. Beware the Lantern King, no mortal pulls away his string. Once you follow in his light, you march into eternal night. He smiles soft, your pulse grows thin. Another pilgrim guided in. If you hear him humming, hide your name. He's listening. If you hear him humming, hide your name. He's listening. Rise for the king and queen. Their reign has long since ended. Their hunger, however, never did. In a ballroom drowned in tattered gold, the chandeliers hang pale and cold. 1,000 eyes like mirrors gleam, reflections fractured mid-scream. The nobles waltz in rusted crowns, silk gowns stitched from burial shrouds. Their smiles are wax, their veins are wine, a toast to death, a toast divine. Do not bow, do not kneel, they crave devotion made of fear. Welcome to the Crimson Court, where hearts are served like last resorts. The violins are funeral hymns as ghosts and jewels dance limb to limb. A throne of bone, a crown of thorn. Be glad you died the night you were born. Night you were born. The queen descends like falling dusk. Her lips are red with ancient rust. She asks you once, she asks you twice, would you bleed for me or sacrifice? The king sits grinning, marble still, with rings of mourners down the sill. He taps the table. Once you freeze, you will obey. They always please. You take their hand, you take their fate, and join the feast on silver plate. Welcome to the Crimson Court, where hearts are served like last resorts. The violins are funeral hymns as ghosts and jewels dance limb to limb. A throne of bone, a crown of thorn. Be glad you died the night you were born. The night you were born. The king whispers secrets carved in pearl. The queen plucks fate like ribbon curl. You feel the ballroom's pulse begin. It beats for blood, it beats for sin. Every step a vow, every breath a debt. You join their dance and won't forget. Even when your ribs collapse like violins snapped mid-regret. Welcome to the Crimson Court, where mercy's just a dying sport. The dancers spin like severed chance. Eternity trapped in endless dance. A throne of bone, a crown of thorn. Your royalty now forever sworn. Forever sworn. The crown fits perfectly. Try not to struggle. Mind your voice. Mind your breath. She collects them both as payment. Up on Widow's Peak, where the thistles bloom black, lives a witch with a spine like a serpent's back. Her cottage creaks with every spell she weaves, and the rafters drip secrets like autumn leaves. A cauldron hums with a hunger old, plum-colored venom and marigold. She stirs your name into the stew with a grin that knows what you will do. One step closer, one breath more. She's waited centuries for you at her door. Beware the witch of Widow's Peak. She sings your fate when moonlight's weak. Lullaby of thorns and fire, kiss of ruin, dark desire. She'll breathe your will into her hair. You leave your soul, but never leave there. She keeps a shelf of bottled screams and threads of long forgotten dreams. A locket made of silvered bone, each heartbeat trapped within its tone. She pours a draught of midnight ink, hands it to you with a knowing wink. You drink to spite the fear you feel. The deal is done, the pact is real. Her shadow laughs, the wind takes shade. No mortal deals and finds escape. Beware the witch of Widow's Peak. She sings she steals your tongue, yet somehow you still try to run. But every road bends back to her like needles to a loaded stone spur. Her smile widens, calm, controlled. You were always mine, you just didn't know. Beware the witch of Widow's Peak. Her spell is strong, her mercy bleak. She threads your heartbeat to her own. You dance like puppet, bone to bone. A moonlit crown, a curse you keep. Now you are hers. Eternal deep. You're part of her now. And the hill is hungry. And the hill is hungry.
They told you it was just your imagination. But imagination doesn't breathe down your neck.
The wallpaper ripples like a tide of eyes, blinking in rhythm as the ceiling sighs. The floorboards throb like a frantic heart, pounding out secrets that tear you apart. There's a crack in the plaster that speaks your name, a hum in the hallway that fans the flame, and shadows coil like serpents near. They grow so loud you can't think clear. Your pulse keeps screaming, your lungs won't fill. The house knows something you won't admit still. The walls are whispering lies again, scratching truth beneath your skin. They creep, they crawl, they reel you in. You can't run when they begin. Every corner hides a grin. The walls are whispering lies again. The chandelier bleeds, candlelight thin, each drop a spark of the dread you're in. Your shadow twitches on its own, a puppet starving for a throne. A knocking comes from behind the stairs, 3 slow taps like counting prayers. You cover your ears to make it stop, but the whispers rise and never drop. You breathe too fast, you blink too slow. They like you better when you don't know. The walls are whispering lies again, scratching truth beneath your skin. They creep, they crawl, they reel you in. You can't run when they begin. Every corner hides a grin. The walls are whispering lies again. The vents exhale a different voice, a trembling tune that mocks your choice. You step back once, the floor steps two, the room itself advances on you, and through the crack a finger slips, splintered bone and phantom lips. It beckons softly, calm and sly. Come closer now, we'll teach you why. The walls are whispering lies again, chanting secrets soaked in sin. The screams you hear are coming from within. No refuge waits, no saving friend. You'll claim the moment you gave in. The walls are whispering once again. Don't ignore them, they hate being ignored. Okay.
funny anymore.
Cold dirt in my mouth, splinters in my teeth. Wooden walls hugging way too close for peace. I pound, I claw, I scream at the sky below, but the worms don't answer and the dead don't know. The air tastes salt like regret and rust. Every breath feels borrowed, every thought's a bust. I laugh out loud just to prove I can, then choke on the echo of my own panic plan. Tick-tock goes my heartbeat drum. Count the seconds till the darkness wins. I'm still breathing underground, still screaming without a sound. Nails bend, knuckles split, but the box won't give an inch. Laugh it off, don't make a scene. This is just a bad dream.
Right.
The lid bows like it's laughing back. Every creak a joke at my fragile act. I swear I hear footsteps overhead, or maybe that's just my thoughts turning red. I tell myself I'll dig my way out, then remember where my arms are now. The dirt presses close like it wants inside. Guess it's tired of waiting outside. Knock, knock, knocks my skull on wood. Guess the coffin heard me knocking good. I'm still breathing underground, still choking on the silence now. Scratch and scream, kick and plead, no one's listening to me. Laugh it off, don't make a scene. This is just a bad dream. Right.
Okay, let's be reasonable.
People get buried alive all the time, right? Right?
Wait, did the knocking stop? Or did my heart? I was breathing underground, now I don't hear any sound.
The panic fades, the fear feels thin. Guess the dirt finally got in. No more jokes, no more screams. Funny how calm it gets down here.
At the end, hey, if you're listening, you're standing on me.
Turn back now. The map is lying. The forest remembers you, even if you don't remember it.
Past the crooked sign where the road decays, where the sunlight bruises and forgets its way. There's a whisper stitched into bark and bone, saying you were never meant to walk home. The crows wear crowns made of twine and teeth. The soil hums low like it's holding its breath, and every step feels rehearsed and planned, like the dirt itself is lending a hand. Circle the salt, mind what you say. Either way, where the briars know your name, and the fire calls you just the same. There's laughter stitched in every flame. Don't follow it, don't play the game. The path will twist, the truth will itch. This is where they bury wishes. This is where the witches live. They stir the dark with a crooked spoon. Sip your beer like afternoon tea at noon. Their smiles bend just a little too wide, like they've already seen how you died. A bell rings once from under the roots. A bargain hums in an old world tune. You swear you won't, you swear you'll flee, but your shadow steps forward before you leave. Don't say yes, don't say no. They love you best
no door. Four breaths, no air. Five bones rattling in a prayer. They don't chase, they don't run, they just wait till you're already done. Where the briars know your name, they carve it deep and call it fate. The forest smiles, the candles twitch, you feel the hex inside the itch. The path is gone, the spell is stitched. Welcome home, the witch is live. If you make it out, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. They hate competition. If you hear the bell ringing, it's already too late. It only rings for volunteers. There's a bell on the hill made of rust and bone, rings by itself when you're walking alone. The path curls back like a knowing grin. Every step feels borrowed, every breath feels thin. Lanterns sway with a jaundiced glow, lighting footprints you don't remember making. Low and the ground hums low like it knows your weight. Practicing patience, practicing fate. Don't touch the rope, don't ask why. Curiosity's just fear in disguise. Ring the bell, dig the grave. Smile nice, be polite, be brave. They don't chase, they don't rave. They just wait for the choice you make. Say you're lost, say you'll stay. Ring the bell, dig the grave. The villagers hum in a halftime key, eyes too calm for sympathy. They pour you wine that tastes like ash to toast your luck, to toast your past. A hand-painted sign swings left to right. Nothing here is wrong tonight. You laugh along 'cause it feels rude not to play dead when asked to. Don't read the prayers, don't count the stones. Numbers remember things you don't. Ring the bell, dig the grave. Every promise is pre-engraved. Shake their hands, misbehave. It won't change what they already gave. Say goodbye, wave and wave. Ring the bell, dig the grave. They say relax, it's tradition. As they tighten the knot with precision, they say it's painless, it's quick, it's kind. While burying names they've rehearsed to find. And when you ask who rang it first, they tilt their heads and smile rehearsed. You did, you always do. Ring the bell, dig the grave. Every ending loves a parade. No more choices left to save. You sign the song, you join the wave. Laugh it off, misbehave. Ring the bell, dig the grave. Thank you for participating. Please tell the others. It was lovely.